Just about set for football now here at iconic Wembley Stadium in North London. Today, a good one in store. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. We welcome you. That's the punter, Ethan Evans, to get this started. And off we go from Wembley. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So here come the Jaguars, and Greg, it brings out Trevor Lawrence. Many ups and downs in his first 4 seasons. Now year 5 for the former #1 overall pick out of Clemson.
You think back just a few years ago, Mike, Trevor Lawrence coming out of Clemson, he was regarded as one of the top quarterback prospects of the last decade, and at times he's fit the billing, but it's been the inconsistency, protect the ball, turnovers. If he can clean up a lot of those miscues, he could be one of the top quarterbacks in this league.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. Lawrence now. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Get this to the tight end, Johnny Munt. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. A big play for Jacksonville. 37 yards.
So you find yourself on the verge of your drive stalling out, and not only do you pick up the 1st down, Mike, but you get a huge pass completion in the process. Really nice job keeping this opening drive of the game alive, as they're really trying to start this game on a high note.
Space to run inside the 20. And he's in. What a drive. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jaguars will take a 7-0 lead. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
You know, it's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him old. We'll just call him experienced. And here's a guy who's been doing this for a really long time at a high level, and He's going to hope that some of that experience works in his favor today, and when he plays well, this is proven to be a really hard team to beat.
And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Josh Hines-Allen there on the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. Working out of the gun, Stafford. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to get going with their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's complete. He finds Brian Thomas. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
A first down throw for Lawrence. Quickly to the outside and complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And this will be a short gain down to the 41-yard line. Braden Fisk is there to bring him down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's third down and a few inches. They'll run the sneak. He will have a Jaguars first down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
On first down, Lawrence. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain on first down. They pick up 7 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
First grab of the game for Brown. Good enough for a first down.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
ETN now on first and 10. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 15-yard line.
They face second down and 7. Man in motion here is Washington.
The ball carried by the wide receiver. He was brought down by Jacoby Durant. A 1-yard gain brings up third and 6.
Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? Now here's Lawrence. He'll drop this for ETN. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a first and goal.
Jaguars, first down. First and goal.
Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they are on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
They'll run it here with ETN. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal?
Now second down throw for Lawrence. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And they'll get about 4 out of this one. Run after the catch. Hard to come by down here. Here comes third and goal.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Johnny Munt, touchdown Jaguars. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Here's Cam Little for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Jaguars will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Rams offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They'll start out first down and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's to Atwell. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, Stafford. This one complete to Atwell. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's 2 big key pieces the way you want to evaluate quarterbacks in the NFL, Mike, is the first one, how do they operate on 3rd down? But the second one, how do they throw the ball when it's not a clean pocket? And you saw here, the ability to be on time and accurate through contact. That's what separates the good ones from the rest, and that was a big-time throw right there.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task, forced the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to get back at it. They've raced out to a 14-0 lead. They've done nothing wrong so far. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Lawrence. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. Jared Verse. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive.
Finally, this defense has been searching for a big play after giving up 2 touchdowns on the previous 2 drives. They're going to need more of that. They have to find more impactful plays that end drives and get the ball back to their offense.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. And in motion is Brown. Lawrence now on 2nd down. This one brought in by Brown. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
On 4th down, here's the AFC Pro Bowler from a year ago, Logan Cook, to punt. Xavier Smith, deep to return. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, they've punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Travis Hunter, the rookie, the number 2 overall pick, gets in there to make the tackle.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. The motion man is Nakua. They'll send a man in motion left. They go play action with Stafford. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. 11 yards on the connection there. First down, L.A.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
And that one shut down right away. Good pressure on the backside. The defense stops him for no gain.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. 2nd down, it's Stafford. Whoa, and he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They put Adams in motion. Stafford now on 3rd down. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
That's good for a Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Going right back to Nakua. Complete. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
And it doesn't really matter who you put on him, Mike. When you want to play one-on-one man coverage against a receiver like this, there's not a whole lot else you can do. It's hard to put help over the top because the ball's being thrown out by the sidelines. I like playing in and out. I like playing zones. Somebody underneath, somebody over the top. Share the responsibility. But that's not what they're doing. That's straight man coverage. Quarterback sees the matchup. There's no question where the ball's going to go.
We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. Nakua snags it over the middle. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
And he fought through one tackle, stayed on his feet, but they get him down. It's no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Jaguars' 14-yard line.
We are through 1. 14-0 is our score. More from the International Series in London after this. Second quarter now. Rams in control of the football. They've got it 2nd down and 11. A shotgun snap to Stafford. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
A 31-yard attempt.
Hardy's kick is good. And the Rams get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
2nd down, Lawrence. To the outside, catch made by Brown. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the 1st down, a pickup of 8.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
They send the tight end in motion. On the give, it's Etienne. Down the sideline, past the 45. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. 1st down, Jacksonville.
Watch the running back's patience here, Mike. He's slow, and then he hits it. That's the key here. If he goes too fast, their linemen aren't ready yet. Really well executed. Great run.
Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
To throw is Lawrence. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that 1st down. And they'll try to convert it on 3rd down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. they've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Now a handoff. ETN. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Kobe Turner on the tackle. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. A throw left side, taken in by Thomas. And he'll take this one in. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Little on now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Jaguars move out to a 21-3 advantage. Little now, following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. On the return, this is Blake Corum. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Rams offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Stafford. That one into the hands of Atwell. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. I just don't love the look of this offense so far in this game, Mike. I mean, this first half, they've been flat, they've been lethargic, there hasn't been a lot of urgency, and we saw it again on this last play. Simple handoff, no gain, same story.
To throw on second down, Stafford. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Caught by Nakua on the out route. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. The two-time Pro Bowler, Josh Hines Allen, in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's 3rd down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That was incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot, and now it is 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. There's Trevor Lawrence as he and the Jaguars get set for their next drive. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. Whoa! And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 20. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick 1st down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here's Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. He's got it! And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big play for Jacksonville. 65 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot.
And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Throwing is Lawrence. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. His second touchdown of this first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He's got it, and the Jaguars stretch it out, leading now by the score of 28-3. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Rams offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Stafford now. He'll get this to Kyron Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
The open man is Nakua. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
They run over center with Williams. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They get 24 on that one. Good for a Rams 1st down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
On 1st down, right back to Williams. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. This one complete to Atwell. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. 1st down, L.A.
1st and 10.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. Stafford. Out quickly to Nakua. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the gun, here's Stafford. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Rams are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike. The ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
Kyren Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin with great field position, a short field, in fact, as they start with a 1st down. Here's Stafford. Unloads downfield, looking for Nakua. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Rams 1st down.
Good for a Rams 1st down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go. in this second quarter.
At the 14-yard line.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap to Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua. Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 6-yard line.
Second and a yard. Out of the gun, Stafford. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Foye Aluakin gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
To the goal line and in. Davante Adams. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
And that's a bit of a gamble, but I really like the aggressive play call. Understanding here before the half, we don't want 3. We're trying to come away with 6, and he forgoes the field goal try. They take a shot in the end zone, and they come away with a touchdown.
Joshua Carty comes out now for the extra point. The kick here is good. And one more point, and that takes us to the end of the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, here comes Corum. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Rams offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Atwell sent in motion here. On first down, it is Williams.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 3. They'll fake the handoff now. Stafford. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
3rd down and 3. Stafford. Open man, right side. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big one there on 3rd down. Good for 26 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Devon Hamilton up for the stop.
Second and 6.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. It's another run here for Williams. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
On the tackle. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to sneak it here, and he's going to have a Rams 1st down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. A quick slant, and here's Adams. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 23-yard line.
2nd and inches. On the jet sweep, here comes Atwell. Able to tiptoe around one tackler, but not a second. He'll be taken down for no gain right at the line of scrimmage. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now it's Williams, and he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
2nd down, they need 7. They'll go again with Williams. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 11.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up 1st and goal.
Off play action. It's Stafford. And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes. Josh Hines-Allen. He gets in to drop him. It's a loss of 8.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
All the way back at the 14 now. Second down and goal. Working out of the gun, Stafford. He'll complete it to Adams. And they get a little bit back there, but still a long ways to go coming up with third and goal. Now Stafford on third and goal. This one caught at the 4.
I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get fourth and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself in a position to score.
They'll go for it. It's Williams. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, L.A. So they decide to go for the touchdown, and Greg, they get rewarded on fourth and goal with the 6 points.
Yeah, I think the safe bet there is you settle for the field goal and you're happy coming off the field with points. But not this play caller. He rolls the dice a little bit, but give credit to the offensive line. They created just enough of a lane for this back to take it in for 6.
Cardi now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Rams are back within one score. It is an 8-point game.
20.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Second down, Lawrence. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On third down, here's Etienne. Man. He's inside the 40. Travis Etienne. And he is gone. 72 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Little on now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Jaguars will extend this third quarter lead. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Corum. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Stafford out quick to Adams. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Atwell sent in motion here. Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. It'll be a pickup of 10. 1st down, L.A.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. He'll find his tight end in the middle of the field to Tigney. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They gain 18 yards on that one. Good for a Rams 1st down.
The 31-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A gain of 8 brings up 2nd and goal.
Second and goal. Williams is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Rams are back within 1 score. It is an 8-point game.
Rams 27.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. From the 6, here comes a return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. Play action now. It's Lawrence. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. De'Ami Brown was the one he was looking for. And that will lead to a second down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Now second down throw for Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That is hard. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. The gain is 64.
When he continues to play at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat. It's the combination of leading both long, sustained drives and then being able to strike in bunches. It puts so much pressure on these defenses, and with the way today's game has gone, doesn't look like he has...
And he will score again. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. And making a hat trick. That is his third rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value, and so far, this guy's been incredible.
Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He knocks it through, and the Jaguars are going to extend their lead. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Travis Hunter, the rookie, the number 2 overall pick, gets in there to make the tackle.
Now second and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 6. Throwing, Stafford. This throw right side is caught by Adams.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Tyler Higbee was the intended receiver. It's second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
To throw on second down, Stafford. Into space at the 45. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Good-looking screenplay there, a gain of 11 and a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Stafford on target to Puka, and the Rams have a first down.
Nice play design here by the offensive coordinator. His ability to get the quarterback outside the pocket, take some stress off the protection. By the time he reaches the launch point, the receiver's running wide open downfield, and he puts the ball right on the money.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Now a second down throw for Stafford. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. That's a dozen for number 12, and he's got a first down as well.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. Back with more of the NFL International Series after this. They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. Fourth quarter begins, and it's a run by Williams. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Kevin Lloyd on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 9-yard line.
Stafford now on second down. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Stafford from the gun on third down. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. That's going to be blocked. into space. Past midfield. Inside the 30. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Jaguars. Greg, those are the momentum swings that get you. One team is looking to add 3. Instead, the other team adds 6, thanks to the ability to block the kick.
Yeah, and in this case, Mike, the players are constantly reminded by the coaches, you never know. Just keep rushing, keep rushing. You could rush 100 times, but if you do it full speed, the 101st you stick your hand up, that's the one where it connects with the ball. In this case, that's exactly what happens. Scoop, score, change the game.
Little on now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jaguars will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. Ooh! He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Rams offense ready to get back to work. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Now Stafford. There's that man again. Another catch. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a pretty simple read. It's man coverage. They run a little interference on the inside, and that makes it hard for the defender to stick with their man, and it leads to an easy pitch and catch.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Stafford. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Well, as they face this possible 3-and-out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. To the left side, and Adams has it. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
So we see this more and more often in today's NFL, Mike, where on 3rd down, the ball is actually thrown short of the chains. And there's really 2 reasons. 1, teams are a lot more willing to use 4th down. And 2, they have a lot of confidence in these receivers and tight ends and backs to run after the catch. Just a great effort by the back. I mean, just the ability to keep your legs moving, to make sure he had enough to pick up the first down. He's able to move the chain by a few, and just a great call. Great execution, especially given the circumstances.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Now, this looks like a design run, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight, but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice sequence of plays here defensively, not only to force the third and long, but then you really take away all of the quarterback's options downfield, left him with nothing really else to do but to just simply throw that one away.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down. Stafford to throw it. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. They start with the lead and the football, and they do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Now a screen set up for Etienne. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. That is hauled in at the 5. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Johnny Munt, touchdown Jacksonville. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He's got it. And the Jaguars tack on one more to their lead.
Jaguars 56, Rams 27.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Corum. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. Finds Nakua on the slant. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll go with Williams. Into the secondary at the 45. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A 19-yard pickup there. First down, L.A.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 13 more on that carry. He is churning out the yards. And another first down. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. They'll try to set up the screen here. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Tutu Atwell was the one he was looking for. 3rd down coming up.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
3rd and long. Here's Stafford. He gets this complete, finding Adams. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14. 2 yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. Borum is into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Cardi now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Rams are able to cut into the deficit.
Jaguars 56, Rams 34.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. There's Trevor Lawrence as he and the Jaguars get set for their next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. The throw on the run is complete. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. A pickup there of 13. That's good for a Jaguar. 1st down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Etienne. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Jacksonville.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
They'll go back to Etienne on 1st down. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
On the draw, the give to Etienne. And, oh, they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
No gain on the play.
Shotgun draw, trying to catch him off guard here, Mike, but the defense was having none of it. Thought it took a little too long to develop. Gave that defense enough time to get back there. Stop him for no gain.
Here's Lawrence. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And on 3rd down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete.
This one off the upright. He had the distance, but it's no good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead. The Rams offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. On 1st and 10, Stafford. He'll complete it to Adams. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
They don't waste any time capitalizing on their opponent's mistake, so they miss the field goal, you take the ball back. There's a lot of energy on the sideline. That's a big win for your defense. So what do you got to do? You got to go out there as an offense and get off to a fast start, and it's exactly what they're able to do on that 1st down play.
A 1st down throw for Stafford. Open man, that's Adams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A shotgun snap to Stafford. He'll drop this down to Williams. And a good job rallying to the football. Holds him just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
3rd and 2, Stafford. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing again is Stafford. First down throw there is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Throw it on 3rd down, Stafford. There's that man again, another catch. And the Rams are going to be set up. 1st and goal coming up. They'll mark them down at the 6-yard line.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. To the air again, Stafford. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. We do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Stafford brings the Rams to the line. They'll try to get 2. Atwell sent in motion here. They'll try to pick this up with a run. And he's going to get the 2-point conversion there. So bring it down to a 14-point deficit.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
Looking to double up here, score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not, but things are pretty much spoken for. Brian Thomas now and the Jaguars offense getting set for their next possession. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So it's a win here for the Jaguars. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long from London.